Welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already, please, and hit that like button, please, and hit the bell for notifications, please, so that you don't miss out on one exciting video. I'm looking for here it is, my pen, which I use as like a pointer. It's a beautiful Sunday. I'm working today because I think I'm going to ski tomorrow. I don't know why I always have to tell you guys that, but I do. Anyway, so what I want to talk to you about today, and that is making money as a fiction writer. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be, every one of your books has to be like a stunning bestseller. Some of my books are bestsellers, others like I can't sell to my own mom. You know what I mean? She'll take a free one though. But that's just the nature of the beast, you know. And then there's authors like the 0.0001% like Lee Child. Doesn't matter. He could write the word spit 60,000 times and it's going to sell pretty well. And he deserves it, you know. So Jack Reacher's pretty cool. But and then there's guys like me who make a living from it. But some of my books, like The Remains, have sold hundreds of thousands of copies. And then the book next to it, Moonlight Weeps, while it won both the ITW Thriller Award and the PWA Seamus Award, which are both big deals, it's still sold like modestly. Probably, like, I don't know, I don't even think it's hit 10,000 copies yet. But the difference being, The Remains is like kind of a psychological suspense, thriller with a little romance thrown into it, and that type of book reaches a wider audience, and it appeals to women who are the real readers. And the Moonlight Weeps, which is in the Dick Moonlight world, Dick Moonlight PI. That's real tough, hard-boiled stuff, and I actually like writing that stuff better. Like The Girl Who Wasn't There, that did okay. That was kind of like The Remains, and then I delve into a little horror sometimes, like with Paradox Lake and stuff like that. And the critics don't like it when I do that. When I actually write horror, I don't know why, but they don't like it. They always pan it. Who knows? But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is I write a lot of fiction, and I put out a lot of stories. Short stories, novella-length stories, full novels. I'm almost about to complete another Dick Moonlight now. Moonlight Runs. In fact, I already have a contract for it. Publishing is a numbers game. It really is. It's like the more books, the more stories you have available to readers, the more money you're going to make. And that's one thing. The more material you have, the more money. And then the other thing is the more outlets you have for your work, the more places where you can be sold. And this is where the digital world shines as opposed to the paper world, because as more and more bookstores close up, and that sort of old-fashioned method of relying on bookstores to push your books, and and whatever doesn't sell after 6 weeks gets remaindered and shipped back to the publisher and then remaindered, or however it's done. Like that's really old-fashioned. That's a tough way to expect to make a living from your books, and in fact you won't make a living with that. But these days you can, of course, with ebooks, and now we have this like serialized fiction, like in Vela, for instance, and I've really embraced that, and I'm doing pretty well with it. So, it's yet another income stream, and so like every time you put a book up on Amazon, that's an income stream. If it goes into Amazon Kindle Unlimited, that's an income stream. If you decide to go wide and have your books, available at Barnes and Noble and Apple, Google, Walmart, all those online stores. It's another stream of income. Now there's a new platform called Inara, Inara, which is I think the first. My friend Glenn McCready anyway started this. Shout out to you, Glenn, and his wife Maggie, who's a friend of mine and a best-selling author too. Um, Now they this is the first platform that will tokenize fiction, where in other words, like for every page read, um, the author gets a certain amount of tokens which can be redeemed for cash. It's kind of like the Vela program, only Vela's also dealing with tokens, but Inara is dealing with crypto tokens. I know I've lost somebody by now. I've probably lost almost everybody with this, but the point I'm trying to make is the more doors you have, the more books, the more doors to bookstores and platforms and all that sort of stuff, the more money you're gonna make. And it might seem like like $5 here, $10 there, $100 there, whatever. By the time the end of the month comes around, it all adds up. And in fact, I just paid my rent early, even before getting paid this month. So that's a good feeling that I'm able to do that. And so your books don't have to be mega bestsellers to make a buck, and you don't have to be making huge advances. You just have to be writing a lot, and you have to put the ass time in the chair, and get your book out there to as many distributors as you can. Publish traditionally, um, publish independently, do it all, and you'll find yourself like after a while you can't help but make money. So I hope all this made sense. I think I lost you with the Inara thing, but look it up, inara.com, and you'll see what it's all about. It could be a lot of fun. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.